Tired. Little gaming today. My game. Oh my god, my game is so loud. There we go. What's up, Evan? Alright, we can actually do some gaming now. Ooh, what's up? Welcome, everyone. That poor guy. What FOV do I use? 120. Oh no. Oh no. That's not starting off on a good note. Looking fine tonight. Thank you, homie. I do my best. There's a guy behind this van. Peekaboo. Boop. Hmm? How did that work? How did I just jump through the ceiling like that? I don't know. Whatever. You seem a bit depressed? No. Just tired. Relax, bud. Relax. Okay. I think we actually have their spawn now, so that's nice. Whew. You get like 40 kills on a good day? I'm not underestimating myself in any way. I just died in a kind of crappy way. What's up? Not too much, Vanity. Poo chillin'. Doing a little gaming, a little something. Do you think 110mm conversion? I have no idea what that even is. But knowing how dumb the NTW is, probably could make it through the ground, if I had to guess. All the Roblox link spams, because everyone's spamming it. Hype. I wasn't ready for that. That's unfair. Your stream isn't working good. It shouldn't be having any issues. Not that I know of, at least. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn music on. Hold on. Let me try to find some. Yeah, it'll work. What's a star code? Star code is something that you use when you go to buy Robux, where it'll give part of your purchase to the creator. Basically, it just helps support a creator of your choice. That's all it does. What rank am I on this guy? 165. Slowly but surely getting this account to rank 200 as well. And that's kind of sickening, but whatever. How old am I? I'm 22. No, he's using a BFJ. Ah, jeez. Do you think 15% legendary chance is still gonna come in 27 is bad luck? Yeah, if you go that high on legendary chance, it's very bad luck. Very bad luck. How often do you play PF in your free time? Not much, man. Playing the game enough as is between streaming and like videos and whatnot. I have a lot of interest in other games right now, so I'm not playing it too often. Scarl, Scar H, kind of. Guess what? I guess it depends on what you're going for. If you want the most accuracy, then Scarl. If you want like faster kills, then Scar H. Not to say that the Scar H is inaccurate in any way, but obviously Scar L is way better. I'm on my ult account as always. Got Hot Wheels today? Huge. My favorite sniper? Probably the FT300. I might use that here in a second. But the FT300 is probably my top pick right now. Anytime there's a new decent sniper, that's usually going to be my top pick, in all honesty. What do you think of DBV-12? I hate all shotguns, so that applies to that shotgun as well. I don't even know where I'm getting shot from. K1 Air, K7, two very different guns. You can't really choose between the two. It's not really how that works. FT300, there she goes. What do you think about the new Valorant agent? What, Chamber? God, he's so annoying to play against. A free AWP and a free no recoiled sheriff. It's kind of ridiculous. Found a fun fighting game, Chris, called Encounters. Maybe we take a peek into it at some point. Maybe we don't. No, 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 no. Screw it. Oh, that missed? I feel cheated. That's whatever. If nobody got me, the GB22 got me. How are you today? Doing really good, man. Doing good. Favorite candy? Reese's. Reese's or Warheads. Love Warheads. But Reese's are definitely probably my normal go-to for candy. 20k credits, I have nothing to do with them. I'm considering buying the FT300. Should I? If you like sniping, the FT300 is a solid pick. But you also have to buy the ammo type that gives you 10 bullets rather than just one. So if you have enough for that, then yeah, go for it. Make a new kill record. I don't think you understand how like near impossible that is. It's not something you just do on a whim. I get so many credits. It used to be stylist stuff. Nestle, Smarties, or M&M's? I guess M&M. No. M&M's are sometimes pretty bussin'. But I feel like a lot of times I go to eat M&M's and I eat like 2 and I'm like, eh. But there's been times where like you'll give me some M&M's and I'm throwing down with those M&M's. So I guess those would be. I guess M&M's on that one. I guess that's my thing. It's an ammo type. It's a marksman kit. Oh yeah, my bad. Marksman kit for the other section. This. Yep. What was your other one? Like only 25? My other what? What are PC specs? If you do exclamation point specs, you'll be able to see. Can I not jump over that? There's no way. Hold on. I was about to say, dude. If they put a wall there, I'd officially give up on the game. That would be by far the dumbest choice possible. How do you control camera recoil? You can't necessarily control it. Just kind of happens. FT300 isn't one-shot torso all ranges, but it's up to like 150. Is that a fan in the background? No, it's a shoe rack that my mom bought because I have my shoes laying everywhere. And I just bought like a bunch more work shoes and everything. So I have shoes all over the floor, but my mom didn't measure the room that I had, like the space in my room. Of course she didn't. So it's too big. So I have to move it into the spare bedroom. How's your Thanksgiving? It's going pretty good, man. Going pretty good. What do you think about the new sniper in the test play? It's the NTW. It's just stupid. I don't want it in the game at all. Can you make a playlist if you kill me at user setups? I think I have a playlist of it. It may not have the most recent one in it, but which FPS do you run? Like constant 144, just because that's what it's set to. But I could probably run a constant like 200 if I'm not streaming. For Roblox, your PC stripped out. Well, it's a good thing Roblox isn't the only game I play. That's an arm shot. I'm pissed. Would you buy a 3080 Ti if you found one for MSRP? So I've thought about it, but honestly, man, I don't know if I really need to spend another $1,000 right now. I'm finally putting money away. I finally paid off a little bit of debt that I have. So I don't know if I want to spend another $1,000 at this point. Especially because I'm about to go to Florida to see my girlfriend for like 5 days, and that's already cost me a good amount of money. So I don't know. I'm not against buying a 3080 or 3080 Ci, but it would have to be MSRP. I refuse to pay a scalped price for it. Been playing PF for a month now on MK11 setup. I don't use MK11 personally. I prefer an SKS. And I really don't have any good DMR setups. And for sniping setups, literally all you need is like a laser, skeleton grip if necessary, but really all you need is a laser for most snipers, and you're A-okay with that. So we can get under this truck nice and smooth like. And of course it's an arm shot so he doesn't die. Another guy up here. Easy. What's the biggest cloud I've ever gotten? I don't know, like 7 or 8. I work $10 an hour, so it'd take me like a year to buy one. Yeah, it's not that I don't have the money to, it's just, do I really need a 3080 right now? And it's so stressful to try to find one for MSRP, so I don't really even care to. So I guess that's part of it as well, is I really just don't care to sit there and search for a 3080 at all times. If one was like offered to me at MSRP, yeah, I'd take it. Well, for a normal 3080, what is it, like 800, 900 bucks? Yeah, I'd probably buy it. It's only like a week's pay. But outside of that, yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna sit here and actively try to find a 3080 or anything. You ever play Rocket League? Yeah, it was Grand Champion duos. You'd Oscar to do a BFG Bolo video? We've already done M107 Bolo, which would be far better than BFG Bolo at any point, so I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever do that. Was the AR-15/50 the early version of the Beowulf? I don't know what it turned into, truthfully. I'm honestly not sure. How you doing? Pretty good, man. Got no complaints. What GPU do I have currently? I have a 2080, so it's not like I need an upgrade. I can do literally anything I want with my current setup. The only reason for me to buy a 3080 would realistically be for tax write-offs. And even that's not really necessary. I don't think I can justify like $800. What's MSRP? I don't know what it exactly stands for, but MSRP basically means like the price that it sells at, not like a resale price. So like you go to the store and, you know, a bag of chips is $2 or something. That's MSRP essentially. Or if you have like a rare bag of chips that's usually $2, but you sell it for $100, you know, that's scalping. 57 XT for 5700 XT to 2070. Yeah, the GPU market sucks right now, man. I feel really bad for people who are trying to get into computers. Market sale retail price. Thank you, Skylar. Appreciate you. Get a 3090. I don't need a 3090, nor do I really want to spend that much money right now. What was a community test environment thing? You're an old player, so I'm assuming no. That was basically test place before test place. Yeah. You also get a 3080 to finally have a GPU that compares to your insane CPU. Very true. Yeah. I would assume my 2080 actually sort of bottlenecks my CPU. That wouldn't surprise me if it did. But like I said, I don't have any issues running literally anything. So I'm not in a rush to try to change it up or spend $1,000. Play Valorant? Nah, I've been playing a lot of Valorant lately, but I'm not going to play it right now. Let's do a little K14 sniping. What up? Thoughts on New York slice pizza? New York pizza is very good. High skill streak, like 80 something. How do you practice? I just play the game. I don't like play anything specific or do anything specific to practice. What FOV do I use? I use 120 on basically all my accounts. I like the faster feeling of gameplay. So 120 is my go-to. High FOV on most games is my go-to, truthfully. Your thoughts on Apex? I want to play that so bad. I've played Apex a decent bit. I've been diamond a few times on it, but I don't really care to play it all that much. Battle Royale games can get really frustrating. A lot of times you die simply because you don't get the better drop. If you take two equally skilled players and one of them gets a gold shield and one gets a white shield, you know what I mean? Things like that. So it can be really frustrating to play and like consistently play. If I had a good team of people, I wouldn't mind playing it more often, but I haven't really played it in a while. We're literally getting shotgun spammed. This is disgusting. Battle Royale is way too slow paced for me. That as well. Yeah, it can be really boring at times. You can go 5-10 minutes without a single fight, and that could be really just... That's actually really common that things like that happen. All depending on where you land in a map and things like that. Battle Royales can be ridiculously slow. That's so many people over there. My god. Can I 1v1 you? I don't do 1v1s. Oh my god. If I die to one more shotgun, I'm changing lobbies. This is miserable. How do you get so good at PF? Just play a lot, man. It's really nothing to it. Run this stupid Mac 10 setup for a few. Best setup on the K14? I only use like skeleton grip and laser. That's really all I use. It's literally just a shotgun dude hiding down there. Hello? What's up? That's not
gang
good.
Gang in this thing. Colt SMG setup for the next game.
For the next
Long
game?
barrel reflex stubby full stock. Easy peasy.
Alright, cool. Scar, I appreciate the $10, man. Thank you. Yeah, next game we'll run that Colt SMG. So glad you're streaming right now and get a 75 and 15 games today. Congrats, bro. That's huge. I literally just shot next to him for half that mag. Is Uzi worth buying? No. No, I wouldn't say so. What Valorant agent do you like to main? I play Reyna the most if I can, but I usually just fill in all honesty. I don't often try to insta-lock. Do you play Minecraft? Not really, man. Any experience with hackers or toxic players? All the time, yeah. That's Roblox for you. Valorant rank? Right now I'm Diamond 1. I usually sit Diamond 3 to Immortal, but I haven't played all that much recently. Pins on the buff Micro Uzi? I still won't use it. Tech 9's my go-to for secondaries. I don't see the Micro Uzi being better than the Tech 9 in any way, personally. And it might be, I just haven't looked at it. Have you played Terraria? I have not. No, I bought it, and I think I played it for 10 minutes and never played it again. How was Criminality? I played it for like 2 seconds. I don't really know anything about the game. And I basically just got shot by guns the entire time, and I was like, oh, this is fun. So maybe if I know more about it, but... Should I pre-buy the Vector? No, K7's better pick. Chips and salsa, chips and guacamole, chips and dip. I don't eat chips with anything like that, personally. So I don't really have an answer for you. Are you good at every game? I'm I'd say I'm probably above average at every game, but I'm far from like being a professional at most games. But there's not many games that I can't just go pick up and be half decent at pretty quickly. What gun do you think people should pre-buy? AK-47, AK-74, AKM, C782, K7, Colt SMG. Most snipers are pretty worth buying. You play Smash Bros? No, I don't have a Switch or anything. I never really felt like if I invested the... I never felt like if I spent $300 on a Switch, I would play it enough for it to be worth $300 to me. You know what I mean? You know, if I knew I was going to sit down and play it a ton, sure, it'd be worth it, but... Are you good at playing Titanfall 2? I'm alright at Titanfall 2. I'm nothing special at it. I bought it because somebody suggested I buy it or try it out on my stream. And it was on sale when I bought it. And it was actually pretty fun, but there's no like ranked modes or anything. And that really keeps me from caring too much about playing it more. Where am I getting shot from? How are you behind me? Oh, he's close behind me too. That's embarrassing. Who's the one player that you'd be scared playing against? Nobody, truthfully. The only person that I really hated playing against was probably no Prej. Prej was also considered one of the best in all time in PF. Prej was insanely good. He still is insanely good if he actually wants to play the game. What games do I play? Mostly RuneScape. I guess Phantom Forces is up there. Valorant, Rust is a big one. I'm gonna join your game and start exploiting. You'll just be kicked immediately, so you're welcome to waste your time. What do you think about the Asval nerf in the test place right now? I don't think any gun should replace it. I think it's been a long time coming that the Asval has needed a nerf, and I don't know why it's been put off for this long. My team's getting literally mopped. Like, what the hell is happening? Can you try Shell Shockers? I've never played it. Maybe I'll look into it. No promises, though. I don't know why we're kicking this guy. I don't know if he's actually, like, cheating or something. What's the reason for kicking? Silent aim with BFG. Yeah, I'll trust his word for it. Whatever. Nice job. What Roblox you can play? What Roblox games do you play other than PF? Right now, basically none. I tried getting into Bed Wars, man, but it's just so slow-paced and boring. I don't know. Bed Wars can be like sort of fun at times, but for the most part, people just hide in their spawn the entire time, and then you have to try to fight like 1 versus 4, which you basically almost never win, and it's like, all right, well, this is enjoyable. So you spend like 20 minutes just waiting for something to happen, and then nothing happens, and then the game goes on and on and on, and it can just be really repetitive and boring. But there is times where Bed Wars can be pretty fun. I wish it was a bit more active so I could have more fun on it, but I don't know. Rust is fun. Rust is very fun. I wish I had a consistent team to play with. The people that I was playing with have now quit. Well, not necessarily quit. They just don't really play much anymore. Do you like sword fighting? Not necessarily. Do you play Krunker? I did play Krunker for a bit. I was pretty good at it. Nothing like special. I found Krunker to be fun, but at the same time also really annoying. You had to lobby hop every like 2 minutes because servers just immediately died. Unless you wanted to play against like a server filled with people who are insane at the game. Which not everyone's trying to try hard all the time. So that could be pretty whack. My exploit has hacked the vote kick system, making a fake username so I won't get vote kicked. Right, because that exists. Good luck with that one. I'm just pre-firing that. If I got shot in the back, I was going to be a little upset. No, I stopped pre-firing, and of course it's an A12. Pre-buy the K1A, the C782. I think C782 is a better all-around gun. That'd probably be my personal pick. Stop spamming AA12, meatballs. Just gonna have to keep pre-firing that hallway. Oh, I thought he died. Crap. My favorite car? Probably an Audi R8 GTR. Do you like Arsenal? Arsenal gets really boring really fast. Extremely repetitive. Did I used to play CSGO? Yeah, I've got about 1,500 hours on it, but I don't really care for CSGO anymore. I got kind of bored of it. You know, public server? Yeah. Yep. What do you think of Steven TB? I hate all shotguns, so. When people use AA, tell them they're trash. It's not even worth getting really upset about. I usually just, if someone's bothering me that much with a shotgun, I'll usually just leave the game. It's not worth getting all worked up about. Green laser or blue laser? Ooh, I tend to use blue laser a lot lately, but green was always my go-to. Why do you not play other Roblox games? I just don't find them that fun all the time. What peripherals do I have? So G Pro wireless as my mouse. Ducky12 as my keyboard. Do headphones count? Audio-Technica ATH M50Xs. The best DMR in my opinion. I really don't use DMRs. If I do, it's usually going to be an SKS. Who beat my kill record? Spirals. Me and Spirals are the only people to ever get 200 plus kills in the game. We make videos on Core when it comes out, of course, but who knows when that's going to be, unfortunately. There's not really many good FPS games coming out, and any of the good ones that are in the works are taking so long to come out. So things are getting a little stale as far as Roblox FPS games. Which Ducky12? RGB TKL. Got false ban for silent aim while using the AUG A3. Go appeal it then, big dog. Opinions on Deagle XIX? I personally don't really use things like that much, and if I am going to use a really strong kind of pistol, it's usually going to be the Executioner instead of the Desert Eagle. You play Forza Horizon 5? No. The reason that I don't is because I'd rather play it with like a full steering wheel setup for like the full fun of it. But at the same time, I don't feel like spending $200, $300 on a steering wheel setup. Because I don't know if I'll even use it that much. Like if I was big into racing games, I'd do it in a heartbeat, but I've never been that big into them. And I don't know if I could really justify dropping, you know, $200-300 on that right now. Do you like roguelikes? I've never heard of it. Is M16A3 as good as the C782? C782 is much better at all ranges. M16A3 is alright, close to medium. It's more of like a sweaty gun than anything, rather than like a top tier gun per se. But C782 is definitely better at all ranges than the M16A3. Is that guy still there? Yeah, I thought so. What GP do I have? I have a 2080. What animes do you watch? I really don't watch anime much, but my girlfriend's had me watching Demon Slayer with her, which has been pretty good. I enjoy that for the most part. What's up, Sheppers? When you dropped those 200 kills, were you able to whoop Spirals? Back when I dropped 200 kills in one game, I was the best player in the game at the time. This is a long time ago, though. So back then, yeah, I could beat Spirals. Nowadays, no, Spirals is insane. And I also don't play this game enough to keep up with people like Spirals. Spirals is just really good nowadays. So absolutely no chance against him now. C7A2 or the G36? I personally prefer the G36, but that's not to put down the C7A2 in any way. Opinions on the M4A1? I don't really use it much, but I know it's a pretty solid gun overall. What gun did I use for the 200 kill game? Scarhammer. The same as Scarhammer I've used for most of my high kill records, truthfully. What are my PC specs? If you do ! Specs in chat, you'll be able to see. Most gun worth it to pre-buy? I guess that depends on your playstyle and everything. Things like the C7A2 are really solid all around, like all styles of gameplay. So I guess the C7A2 might be the best pre-buy you can get. Yeah, I guess C7A2 would be my answer. Oh, appreciate you, teammate. Are they gonna spawn back here? Nah, doesn't seem like it. Beowulf 556 better than the C7A2? Probably. I just consider the Beowulf 556 to be pretty scummy, so I don't really like using it all that much. Certain guns are just a little too overpowered. I don't really care for them. PlayStation or Xbox? I used Xbox for the longest time, but I did have a PlayStation 1 and 2. Have you played any Bad Business lately? No, it's been a very long time since I've actually sat down and played Bad Business. Best setup for the AKM or the AK-47? I don't know what the best would be off the top of my head. I'm not really much of a setup person. That'd be more of like an Oscar question, truthfully. Do you want to add grenades or equipment? Nope. Any more explosives would make the game annoying. Can you use the ECR? I'll pass or no. My favorite gun's the G36. Got about 120,000 kills on it. Used it consistently for probably 2 or 3 years. But nowadays, I don't really care about getting more kills on it. So I just kind of pick whatever. Opinions on British people. I don't have anything negative to say against British people. British slang sounds so dumb to me, though. No, I don't have anything negative to say just because someone's born somewhere or a certain country. Why won't you let me recommend anime? Because I don't really care for anime all that much. I'll watch it occasionally, but it's not something that I really go out of my way to watch by any means. So like Demon Slayer I'm watching because my girlfriend asked me to watch it with her. Outside of that, I probably wouldn't have watched it. It's not that I have anything against anime, it's just not really my style of show. No! The TT11 Pro. What's your opinions on the AUG H bar? Used to be a lot better, but I don't really use it anymore. How old am I? I'm 22. Teammate on the roof. Hold on. We're gonna go say hi to him unless somebody kills me before I get up there. Whoo. Oh, okay, we fell. Alright. Good enough. Hi there. What's the most fun sniper to use? FT300, K14, Mosin. My top 3 picks, I'd say. In no real specific order. Depends on the Mosin. Mosin's still a really good sniper to use. However, nowadays, the body shot meta is definitely a thing, so Mosin's a lot lower on the list nowadays. What about the Asvel? I don't use it that much. Asvel's also gotten nerfed in the test place, which is a good thing, but the SR3M is still insanely good, so that's very much still a viable option at all times. Is K1A a good weapon? Yeah, K1A is pretty good overall. Not like the best gun in the game, but a solid pick at all points. I don't think there's any really downsides to the K1A that I can think of off the top of my head. Oh, relax, shotgun user. How am I not hitting him? I might be through too many walls for the C7A2. Oh no. Corgi, protect me. Or they can just miss me with everything. That works. 2 bullets left. I'm dead here. I shouldn't have jumped up. What do you think of the M107? It's disgusting. See you later, Cheppers. Does the FAMAS really have recoil? Because I use it without a flashlight or anything? The recoil wasn't that bad. Recoil on the FAMAS isn't that bad if you're not using G2 conversion. Like base FAMAS, not too terrible. DCL or AMC Terminator? DCL just gets in your way most of the time. It's insanely stupid, but I don't like using it that much for that reason. Just takes up too much screen space. So I guess AMT Terminator would be my pick in that regard. Where's that guy at? Is it okay if we have one funny hammer throw kill? God damn it. Alright, we'll get it eventually. How many states have I been to? Counting New Jersey? Not that many. Like actually went to and not just drove through them. Maybe like 7 or 8. Not much. I didn't really have the luxuries of traveling while growing up much. You know, we went on like 2 vacations and then a few baseball tournaments for my brother, but that was really about it. Vector K7, better CQC. Technically, the Vector would be better, but I think K7's the overall better gun. Hit him with the hammer throw 360, no kill, awesome. Do you like the MAC-10? It's alright. Not my favorite gun, but I don't mind using it. Hello from Portugal, what's up? Oh. What do you hate and like about certain guns? The A12 and the K2? I don't like any shotgun. The K2's alright overall. I don't use it all that much. I don't find it to be that amazing, but K2 ain't too shabby. There's a guy here, guy behind me, guy everywhere. 1858 carbine, something you still use? No, that's very much like a for fun every now and then gun, not something that you really made. 71 to 15, 7 minutes left. That could have been 140. Not too shabby. You're a legend. Appreciate it.
You ever gonna play Bad Baby again? Been a while.
Doodle, appreciate the $2. I honestly don't know, man. I haven't really wanted to play the game, so I'm not gonna force myself into it. Apologize, that's not the best answer, but it's not something that I've really wanted to play anytime recently. So, no promises on if I do play it or anything. But I appreciate the $2. 1v1 Oscar and Arsenal? No, I don't like 1v1s. How's your life been? Not too bad, man. I really can't complain. Setup for the C7, I was using Reflex, long barrels, stubby grip, full stock was the setup there. What guns do you think are the best to save up for? AKM, AK-47, AK-74, C7A2, Colt SMG, K7, things like that. Enjoy the $2 on my account. I appreciate it, man. What's the best weapons? There's literally like a million really good weapons in this game, man. There's so many. I cannot really list them all, but there's very few guns out there that are really not worth using. And even that, I don't think I can really name off the top of my head. Where's my Colt SMG? Dude, I have the memory of a peanut. I got you. My bad. Alright, so what did you want? Reflex, stubby, long barrel, full stock. Okay. Long barrel, stubby, full stock. Yep, okay. How you doing? Doing pretty good. How old am I? I'm 22. We playing a gun game in a private server? I'll pass, man. Not really too interested in doing private server game stuff. If I spend $100, could you make it where my name stands out? Stands out in chat? Not necessarily. I mean, you can have a green name by becoming a channel member, which is a lot cheaper than $100. And you'll have like the little badge next to your name, but how many kills do I have on the zip? Not many. The only time I ever use it is if people pay money for me to use it, which fortunately is not that often anymore. Hello, Mr. Streamer. Please don't steal my girl. I promise your woman is safe. Most fun CQC gun? K7, Colt SMG, Honey Badger. Probably my top picks. Think in chat where people can do exclamation point age. People have asked for that before, but I don't know if it's something that I necessarily need people spamming in my chat. Because if one person does it, then everyone does it. It's kind of annoying. What would I do for $100? Smile and wave. Smile and wave was... I don't know, man. Roblox has tried 69 times to join your server. The funny number. Yeah, unfortunately, when I'm streaming, that is usually what happens to most people. Not everyone can get in. Oh, that sucks. 6 kill feed with the zip. It's not something that's really out of the ordinary for someone to get a 6 kill feed with the zip. Thoughts on the AK-47? Solid gun. I don't mind the AK-47 at all. I'll use it occasionally, but it's not like my first pick. But it's also not a bad pick. What should you use on the Aswell? Whatever sight you want. Extended mag, like folding grip. It's really all you need. Do you spam spotting? Yeah, that's still a habit I have from when I first started playing PF. Back when I started playing PF, you were able to spot people through walls. So spamming spot was like what you had to do back in the day. So it's kind of a habit that I still have. Roblox on Linux is a pain. I mean, yeah, why are you using Linux at this point? Come here, meatball. Ah, jeez. What's the best setup for the Scar H? I honestly don't know. How would I nerf the Beowulf? Take away the 3-hit range. Lower the 3-hit range. Who's calling me? Hold on. Getting a phone call. Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh, I'm having a bad time. That's an AA-12. Did my teammate kill him? My man. Alright, sorry about that. What's my most hated gun? Any shotgun. Shotguns are just obnoxious. So the buff AK-12 bars barrel? I don't think they've buffed anything about it. I haven't heard anything about a buff for bars barrel stuff. Once pre-buy one gun back inside. DT11 or the K14? I would not pre-buy a shotgun. But that also comes with a lot of hatred towards shotguns, so. You pre-buy whatever you feel is necessary. Is PF my favorite game? No. No, not at all. I don't even know why I had to think about that. I thought that was a guy. It was a gun on the ground. It was not a guy. That's pretty unfortunate. Could put PF on mobile, would you? No. No, not at all. PF would not run on mobile at all. Nor do I think it would be beneficial for anyone to play on mobile anyways. Scarage is it good? Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. How important is FPS on PF? I mean, pretty important in any FPS game that you have decent FPS. The gun on the ground was pretty threatening though, not gonna lie. Well, I did dump half a mag into it, so if it was a threat, it's been executed. PF works on mobile? No, it doesn't. What? Top 3 video games ever made? I don't know if I have a good answer to that, man. Keeps making fun of you for pre-buying the Honey Badger? Why? The Honey Badger is solid. Honey Badger has always been a pretty solid overall pick. Oh, thank God they lined up because I did not have ammo to kill a second guy. Ah, what am I doing? K1A good? Yeah. What do you think about the G36 nowadays? It's still alright. It's been nerfed and readjusted a bunch, but still not bad. PF works on mobile if you connect a controller. Yeah, but what's even the point of doing that? You're literally just putting yourself at such a hindrance. You'll have like 10 FPS, if that. Things just won't work properly. Like, it's not worth it. As well with full stock actually feels so much more broken than I expected. Yeah, as well with full stock is stupid. Why it was added, I have no idea. Which, honestly, that was even more of a reason to nerf the Asvel long ago, but it took until now to finally get a nerf for it. Which favorite gun in PF? Still the G36. Thoughts on the FAL 50? I haven't used the FAL in so long. The PPSH I don't really care for. I don't really find it all that enjoyable. I don't know why people love the gun so much personally, but PPSH isn't anything that I really use. Well, I've tried playing PF on mobile. You just have to have a good time with the charger. Yeah, but yeah, exactly. What was even the point of trying that? Opinions on the TRG nerfs? Not opposed to it. I feel like snipers have a really weird balance in this game, where most of us come from games where a sniper can one-shot to like the torso, and I feel like you either need that or you like, I don't know. It's weird because PF's probably one of the very few games that snipers can't one-shot to torso. Like you take Call of Duty, that are able to at certain times, things like that. PF's just kind of weird with it. I don't know. I feel like PF struggles with the range of one-shot torso snipers. As well was nerfed like a year ago. I don't remember that at all. As well has always been insanely good. If it was nerfed, it did not make a meaningful difference. What do you think about the KAC? Nobody uses it. It's just a for fun gun. So. Is the remove textures glitch gone? It's never been a glitch. You just delete the textures in your folder. It's still a thing. It's just you have to do it every time Roblox updates, which is like once a week, which can be annoying to do every time. So I just stopped doing it. Spiral still does it, I believe. Or maybe he doesn't. I don't know. Extended mag getting a longer reload speed? Yeah, but that's hardly a nerf. When the gun still has ridiculous damage, ridiculous range and everything, it's hardly a nerf. Subcruise? Not too much, bro. What's my G36 setup? Reflex compensators, stubby grip, laser AP, I believe. Or reflex comp folding, something like that. What do you play outside of PF? Rust, Valorant, RuneScape are probably my top 3 right now. Laboratory? Ooh, we can switch it up a little bit. Colt SMG goes hard as per usual, so happy with that one. Let's use a FAMAS for a bit, but I'm gonna take off G2. Just run a laser for now. Or is there any other better attachment in that category? Nah, okay. Thoughts on A1 for mid to long range? AUGs are no longer worth using. Use a Scarl if you're gonna use something like that. Is AK-103 good? AK-103 is basically an AKM, so. Good Halo Infinite on Steam. I have Halo Infinite. It's just not that enjoyable. It's just a bunch of grenade spam at this point. How many hours do I have on Rust? About 300. A little under 300 right now. Thoughts on playing Valorant with the stream? I'll pass. Only thing I play on Valorant is competitive. So if people are actually my rank, I'm not against it, but how long will I stream? My PF streams are usually like an hour and a half-ish. So probably around that range. Thoughts on Jerry Birdshot? I don't like anything shotgun, so dislike that as well. Have you ever multi-clot? Yeah. Yep. Is that guy down below or is he up top here? Not really sure. He's up top though. Now the FAMAS has... Does the FAMAS have a long reload or does it just feel like it's a long reload? Can't really tell. Do 100 to 200 series? No. That would take very long and you don't unlock that many guns. I would hate it. Do you get a lot more FPS when you remove textures? Not a lot more, but you definitely get more. So for people with lower end PCs, it could definitely be worth it. The reason that like myself and Spirals did it was mostly just for the aesthetic of it. It just looks really good. Or at least in our opinion, looks really good. How do you usually control recoil with your guns? Usually just pull down a little bit. It's basically all you need in this game. Should I give them Mosin one-shot torso? They already have that with 8mm Mosin. Roblox made it... Oh, you can't delete textures anymore? Oh, that makes sense. It's kind of dumb, in my opinion, but I don't see why that would be a necessary change. Getting movement back on PF is not that difficult, I promise. Movement's probably the easiest thing to pick up on in PF. Especially if you already knew it before. Best Matiba setup, I don't use it. FAMAS definitely has a longer reload. It feels like that, right? That feels pretty long for an AR. This guy's right above me. My teammate killed him. Cool. Relax, bud. People are abusing it in games with heavy fog. Oh, okay. I understand. That sucks, because for PF, it was a pretty cool option to have. If they would make, like, a remove textures settings thing on PF, that'd be really cool, but... Who do I normally play in Valorant? Usually Reyna, but I fill for the most part. I'll usually end up playing, like, Omen for smokes. Because I'm not sitting there trying to compete against random sweaty kids who think they're, you know, God's gift to this planet because they can play Jet somewhat decent. So I usually just fill, avoid the arguments. Depends on the SVDS. SVDS is good. It's just not my preferred gun. I don't love the SVDS. Spirals does. I don't really care for the recoil on it. It just adds in an extra thing you have to deal with. What rank am I in Valorant? Right now I'm Diamond 1, but I usually sit about Diamond 3 or Immortal when I'm actively playing it. No. Fiddleford said voice chat. There is voice chat on the test place. It's just not many people even know it's there, or not many people really care to even use it. My favorite game? I guess RuneScape would be my top pick overall. How do you not suck at PF? Play more. Oh, he actually peeked again. Madman. Yo.
Do Scar L only challenge next round?
Mr. Locky Cook. Locky Cook. I feel like that could be something weird. I appreciate the $20, man. Scar L only challenge next round. I got you. Thank you so much for the donation, man. It's extremely generous. My favorite gun, still a G36. We're ranking my PF on this account, 165. I went to super jump and I didn't super jump. That's kind of awkward. Favorite game on Roblox besides PF? I don't really have one right now, man. It's hard for me to get like into a Roblox game. I guess, well, that sort of depends. It depends on the game, but there isn't anything else that I really actively play right now. And I might make a video talking about FPS games on Roblox in the next day or two. Sort of just a little rant discussion thing. Because Oscar and I were talking about this, where the new FPS games coming out, for the most part, are so focused on, like modeling and graphics rather than actual gameplay. Like if you go to most of the trial things right now, like I love Caliber, don't get me wrong, but Caliber is basically like a model showcase and like animation showcase at this point. There's not really much gameplay to it still. And I understand that modeling and like animations and stuff are probably the easiest part of game development as a whole. But God, like I wish things just actually had gameplay rather than like test servers. Have you ever lost a rank 210 account because it's $10 worth of Robux? No, that's a very specific thing. No. So I play Doom Eternal? I don't know. Would you say that I'm really good at PF? Nowadays, not really. Nowadays, I'm alright at PF. Nothing special anymore. But that's also because I barely play the game compared to what I used to. Agree with you on the gameplay thing? Yeah, man. It's like there's no real good new FPS games. They're all coming out as like playtests and nothing's really going on in them. Is OBS better or Xbox Game Bar? I've never heard of somebody using Xbox Game Bar to record on PC. So most definitely OBS. Do I still eat Dino Nuggets? I don't have them, but I probably would if I did have them right now. I might go buy some more. Oh my god, I just got 2 of them solo. Core going to be... Is Core good gameplay? It's like... I don't know, because those are just little playtests when Core goes up. It's not like they're an actual... You know, you can't really sit down and grind the game because it's just like 2-hour playtests, which like Core is understandable. Because they just do small playtests and then it goes off. But you have like Caliber, who their framework is still up to this day. You can still go play Caliber, but it's like, man, the tease is ridiculous. McDonald's or Wendy's? I've been loving Wendy's lately, truthfully. Wendy's has been my go-to for fast food. I've used the Rama Bloody, big dog. Promise you. Thoughts on the Tommy gun? I don't really care for it. Not my kind of gun. Yeah, I've never heard of anybody recording with Xbox Game Bar. So definitely OBS, my man. Who is Joe? God, the world may never know, man. A mythical figure. It's gonna hide here. He'll walk right by me. Or my teammate will kill him. That works too. He was going to walk right by me. I promise. Do you like Madness Combat? I've never heard of that. There should be 2 guys out here at least. What kind of mouse do I have? I have a Logitech G Pro wireless currently. Probably my favorite mouse that I've had so far. Opinions on Jersey mics? I actually don't eat subs, so I don't have an opinion. I know they're very expensive because I picked it up from my parents one day. It's ridiculously expensive. If you have an NVIDIA GPU, how would you Shadowplay? I don't like Shadowplay for recording. Shadowplay for like highlights, yeah. I use it for that, but for recording, no. It never really worked well for me. I feel like the interface and everything for it's kind of weird. Shadowplay is not built to be a default recorder, in my opinion. Highlights and stuff, sure, but yeah. Who's Ruby? Ruby's Oscar. Basically slander against... What does that even mean? Think they should add XM type guns? I'm gonna be real honest for anyone who is listening and thinks about asking like an adding gun question, and I don't mean to come off in like any aggressive way. PF has like 200 guns. No gun that they add will change the game enough for it to actually be meaningful. What's the most exciting moment of my PF career? Probably my 210 kill game. That was the first one ever. There's only been 2 to date. I'd say that was probably like my only real exciting moment. Something that I actually cared for. That guy just got flicked so hard. And then I can't hit the shots on this guy. Chicken nuggets or chicken tenders? Highly depends where they're from. Because occasionally you get a chicken tender that has like the... I guess it's like a ligament or something in it. Where it's like really tough. And that ruins a tender. But you don't really get that on nuggets. Oscar or Femboy? Oscar's non-binary, I think. Chicken tenders are way better. It depends where. Depends where. If you have a really good tender versus a really good nugget, tenders go the way. But on average, your safer bet's gonna be nuggets. Have I shot a gun IRL? I've not. Yeah. Shotgun 1v1 against Strider. That was so accurate of a flick too. I was right on his head. What do you think is the most annoying character to fight in Valorant? Killjoy or Skye, my opinion. Why are you against gun conversions? Gun conversions are to an extent, and this is a hot take, so don't take this too literally. Gun conversions, to an extent, are an excuse to not balance them. And we've seen that plenty of times when AP got really busted, and it stuck like that for a long time, where at a 1.2x torso multiplier. We saw that with Hollow Point. We've seen that with 8mm Mosin. It's dumb. For the most part, ammo conversions have been largely negative for a long time. Some of them have been adjusted correctly and they are pretty suitable for the game now. But I feel like most ammo conversions that come into the game fit similar as PF guns. They're either absolutely useless or they are so ridiculously overpowered and they'll take 6 to 10 months to get updated. Will you ever make a frag movie for PF? I've thought about it, but probably not, man. It would require me to really work on playing the game more, and I don't know if I want to put myself through that of sitting down and grinding PF for hours. Can I acknowledge your existence? Negative. I could pick up the Tommy gun and I could find a cool setup. Doesn't mean I'll like the gun. Stream is more like a Q&A rather than a stream. Yeah, that's how all my streams are, though. And I kind of enjoy it. It gives me something to constantly talk about. People usually bring up some decent topics. So I don't mind that streams are kind of a Q&A. Especially because Q&A videos never really do that well for me. They get like 3,000 views and that's it. And I personally feel like it's hard to sit through a Q&A. Whereas where you're asking questions here, you can get an immediate response from me sometimes. You know what I mean? People feel like they're actually being noticed and talked to rather than like... Maybe he'll pick one of my comments out of the 700 he has on a Q&A. You know what I mean? What do you think of Corny? I have nothing negative to really say about Corny. Corny's always been cool with me. Thoughts on Lunchables? I used to really like Lunchables. By the way, Kip, there's your funny hammer kill. I used to really like Lunchables, but I tried them recently again, the pizza ones, like a year or two ago. Not for me anymore. Own a car, dream car. I have a 2021 Mustang Mach-E. Dream car is probably a C8 Corvette, Nissan GTR, or an Audi R8. Fan of Greek or medieval movies? I'm open to really any movie except for horror. Hate horror, anything. So I'm open to anything. I'm not like a hardcore movie critic. It's very hard for me to ever say I dislike a movie. Thoughts on Vanguard? I will not be buying it. The spawns look terrible. I don't think the game looks that fun. I'm kind of done with Call of Duty for the most part, unless they made something that really caught my attention. Call of Duty has been overall kind of crappy to me. I don't really enjoy it that much anymore. Am I better than Oscar in PF? Nowadays, no, not a chance. Even back when I was at my prime, Oscar was always really good, but nowadays, without a doubt, no. Thoughts on Apex / Titanfall? I find both of them somewhat fun. Apex is really annoying at times because it's a battle royale. Titanfall doesn't have ranked, so there's nothing for me to really care about on there. Why do I not like horror movies? I'm not a fan of horror. I get scared easily. I have no problem admitting that. Yeah, like I said, my car is a 2021 Mustang Mach-E. The electric Mustang. The Malcolm site sucks. God. Pook used to use that on his Scar PDW. Do you have any other jobs? Do you only do PF or YouTube? I have a full-time job. I train hospital employees. Got a Bloxy Buster today? Nice, bro. M107 still a good gun? M107 is unfortunately still a good gun. Yeah. Best feed and trick shot I'm really proud of? My best feed's probably like a 13-man headshot. That was like 8-man × 4 or something. Which is one of my montages. It was insanely good. Trick shots I never really cared for. I never really go for them. I'll go for like random 360s, but I don't really consider that to be anything special. What's to do with Bobucks? Donated to Socks Required Roblox group. No, I'm joking. Whatever makes you happy, man. Buy some game passes. Hop on a random simulator. Throw some money at it like I do. I don't know. Have some fun. Spend it without any remorse. Thoughts on Crunker? Crunker's pretty fun. Pretty fun. I don't like that I have to server hop every 5 minutes. If Crunker had bigger servers, I would enjoy it much more. Do you have a body kit on my Mustang? It's a brand new electric Mustang. I don't think there's even body kits for them, nor do I plan on modifying a $65,000 car. I don't make like TJ Hunt money where I can modify a Lamborghini and be okay with losing some money on it. So no, I will not be modifying my electric Mustang. If you were in Squid Game, how long do I think it would last? Oh, to the end. I'm boss. Leave me alone, man. I was saying fun, and then I read check, and you know what? We all make mistakes, man. All right. Hope you're doing well. I am doing pretty well, man. What was my first car? A 2007 Toyota Corolla. Have I ever done a backflip? Does it look like I can do a backflip, bro? Gravity don't work with me. Do you have like electric or gas cars? Ever since I've got the Mach-E, I have come to love electric cars. But I really do miss the sound of an engine. I was originally going to go buy a like 2017 Corvette, but they didn't really have any around me, and they were sort of out of my price range, or at least at the time it was. And then I bought a car that was more expensive than them anyways, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But I was originally going to buy a Corvette. Was gonna throw a wing on it, was gonna do an exhaust and like basic modifications to it, but nothing too crazy. What do you think about Minecraft? Minecraft's always a pretty cool game. I don't really care for it as much as I used to, but how tall am I? Like 5'11". Do you like manual or auto? Auto. How would it be if Mr. Beast came out at your house and threw 100,000 at your house? I'd probably cry and poop or something. I don't know. I don't really know how to handle something like that. I still don't know how to handle when people donate like $100 to me. That's still like out of this world in my eyes. Thoughts on the Heck 8? Gross. Keyboard to use? I have a Ducky 1.2 RGB TKL. Do you think Spotter's better than Oscar? No. Oscar's really good at FPS games. Are you planning on making a UGC? I could. I don't have any ideas for it. Somebody actually reached out to me and offered to do it for a really fair price. But I just don't have any ideas for it. My eyes are 5'1", I guess. What car do I have right now? I have a Mustang Mach-E 2021. I prefer automatic cars. I don't know. Manual for like a weekend car, sure, but for like a daily driver, automatic. Have you done any keyboard mods? Is it stock? Just stock. I'm not big into like modifying keyboards or anything. It's got silent black switches. There's nothing I really need to change on it personally. So I don't think I ever will. Like, I could never see myself being one of those people that spend, you know, $300 on a keyboard, $500 on a keyboard. That's just not me. But, you know, I could respect people's hobbies. Would you take an R34 Skyline? No, I really don't like older cars. I love new technology. I love modern designs. So anything modern is my thing. My dream car, C8 Corvette, Nissan GTR, Audi R8. Which I technically, if I sold my Mach-E, I technically could afford a C8 or an older R8 or a cheap GTR. But it wouldn't be a good financial decision in any way, shape, or form. It would really be pushing it. I've used the Malcolm sites before. I am okay. Did anybody influence me to do YouTube? Not really. No direct influence for what I do on YouTube. Man, will you try Rama with? I don't really want to use the muffler or the Rama right now. Do you like the M231? Yeah, M231 on close range ramps, really fun. How much do I make in my job? Right now, $35 an hour. But I only get paid for 37.5 hours a week, so minus like, I don't know, $100 off of a normal paycheck, I guess. What's my Roblox sensitivity? 0.09, one look, one aim, and then 800 DPI. Why wasn't there a Halloween event? It got delayed because Roblox was down for like 3 days, so they just weren't able to do it. Mach-E, kind of ugly. That's fair. Everybody got their own styles and choices. I personally am a big fan of it. Thoughts on Roblox moderation? Isn't it just one big meme? I've never had any issues with Roblox moderation. I've never been moderated for anything, so. I don't have any personal experience, but I hear all the horror stories about it. Relax, relax, relax. Have you played Inscription? No. What's my job? I train hospital employees. What if you sold your Mach-E, just pre-order a new... I cannot afford a new Z06, I don't think. Especially not a C8 Z06. Aren't those over 100 grand? No, I wouldn't be selling my Mach-E for anything because I drive a lot for work. Like on average, I drive at the bare minimum for work. I drive, what is it? How many miles is it from my house to work? Hold on. Google directions. Let me see. Okay, so on average, I drive 300 miles a week for work at the bare minimum. And that's to go to my main office. If I have to go to a secondary office, it's 130 miles a day. So I drive a lot for work. For me to have a gas car would cost me a lot of money. You ever get bored of Roblox? Of course, yeah. R34 Skyline, slow car stock? Yeah, of course. Those need heavy modification, which I don't really have modified car money. Well, I do, but like I plan on buying a house, so I don't have throw money at a car money. Wire stock in the M231? I don't believe it's actually worth using, no. Like the Grim Reaper event in 2019? It was alright. I don't really care for the events, personally. Apple/Android/Samsung? I've used Apple since the iPhone 4, so that's my pick. I prefer an engine sound, but I can't lie, I absolutely love my Mach-E. So electric cars have very much grown on me. But I still miss an engine sound. I really do. There should be character customization. We've wanted that for a long time, but unfortunately no luck. Keyboard use? I use a Ducky 1.2 RGB TKL. You just got a Razer Mambo wireless? Nice, man. That's awesome. Hope you enjoy it. Cool. Nice little double. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Do you think vertical grip is a meta grip? Vertical grip is one of the worst grips you can use. How to get the name of my channel? I stole it from my cousin many, many years ago. That's not good. What's my GPU? I have a 2080. You remember everyone else playing Criminality? I played it for like 5 minutes. That was like the worst 250 Robux I ever spent. Mostly because I have no idea what I'm doing, but that's besides the point. Let's take a little triple. Take a little quad. Can we get a multi though? Oh, I'm the better player. Here's a break it to him. Sorry. Thoughts on the guy who names animals? I don't know, man. Some of them be doing some crazy stuff. State do I live in? New Jersey. A C8 Z06 will come in at 85K. Yeah, no. I'd have to pass on that. A Z06 is definitely more expensive than a standard, like, base model C8. If I'm not mistaken, they should be at least. Oh, no. What? He didn't die? Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, it's bad. The scientific names of animals are so stupid, dude. Biology class used to make me so mad with that. I never understood them. Thoughts on me about to destroy you in PF? More power to you, big dog. I've ever done a front flip? Oh, wait. That guy told me Scar only. Crap. Okay, next round we're doing Scar L only. I completely forgot. I'm sorry. I have the memory of a peanut. Scar L only next round if you're still here. I apologize about that. Hopefully we'll have a longer range map. That'll be better for it. Have I ever had beef with people in the PF community? Of course. Yeah, tons. A lot of people hate me for really no reason. How many kills do I have on the G36? Like 120,000. I'm not using the K7. Please don't spam. Who's the best PF player? Of all time? My list in no real specific order be like me, Luminary, No Prej. I feel like I'm missing one more that was insanely good. Me, Luminary, No Prej. Nah, that'd probably be like my top picks, my top 3. I feel like there's very few other people. I don't know anything about the comp scene right now, so I'm not including any really current players. But there's been very few other people who have been definitively like the greats. So I would say like me, No Prej, Luminary. I guess Siren Burst was also considered a great in his time as well. What do you think about blue switches? I don't think I've ever had blue switches. Marcus Fireball 07, that's Luminary. Luminary has had many accounts. Andres is currently #1, which is wild to me because Andres used to be a not that great player. But I know a lot of people have become insanely good now, and I don't keep up with competitive PF as of right now. So I don't really know anything about it. So that's why any current players I'm not really listing there, because I don't have a real opinion. I haven't seen them play, and I don't really care to learn about comp PF again. Ever done a front flip? What part of gravity doesn't agree with me, don't you get, bro? Oh, that would have been so embarrassing. Do I like trucks? I'm not against trucks. I would definitely go, well, I don't know, because electric cars are really growing on me. I don't have like a specific truck I would buy in mind. Is Oscar still in comp? I have no idea. I think Spiral still plays, but I don't know about Oscar. Like I said, I don't keep up with competitive at all nowadays. How old am I? I'm 22. Difference between a squad mate and teammate? I don't think there really is any difference as far as like PF goes. Spiral's got 24-man multi-kill. That doesn't surprise me at all. Spirals is insane. All right, Scarl for this full game. I apologize for Locky when you donated. Oscar is still in comp? Makes sense. Do I vape? No. The Vector? I wouldn't buy the Vector. I'd buy the K7 before I buy the Vector. PF community's always been extremely toxic. The comp community? Always. PFMM is terrible. The current comp community is probably the worst it's ever been. By far the worst it's ever been. What's the favorite part of my job? I work with some really awesome people. And I could say that very confidently. Like, the people that I work with personally, extremely awesome people. I really love the people that I work with, and they're the reason why I love my job. Who's the first person to get 100 kills, no deaths? I don't know the first, but Spirals is most known for that. I'm sure somebody else might have gotten it before him, but Spirals is most known for extreme high KDA games like that. That's embarrassing. You know, PF comp community right now is probably the most toxic it's ever been. You have people going around throwing out slurs and crazy stuff and they don't get in trouble. It's kind of ridiculous. There's a lot of people who should be banned from PF competitive who just aren't for whatever reason. They've broken so many rules, and there's also some really messed up things that have happened. People just aren't in trouble for it. But whatever. I got tired of trying to deal with that stuff long ago, and it's not anything that I care to deal with anymore. Can I do a world record? That's not something you could just do. How do you jump? Shift, jump, Z, in that order. So shift, jump, Z. Well, I guess you gotta... There you go. Shift, jump, Z. It's a good HK416 setup. I think I use like reflex, muzzle brake, subby, laser. Something along those lines probably works just fine. Ever gotten a 169 kill game? I have, yeah. I feel like I can remember one specifically off the top of my head. How much money do I make a year if it's not too personal? Are you asking just my job or are you asking YouTube and work? Because I have no problem really talking about income. It's nothing that like I'm scared you guys know. I have no problem being open about things. Am I using my millimeter card? Yeah, I am. But if you're asking about my income, just my job, I make 68,000 a year before tax. So I gross 68,000. Do I get paid well for my job? 35 an hour, so pretty well. When did I get my first 100 kill game? When I was like rank 40 or something. What finger do I press Z or X with? My ring finger. Yeah, my job's like 68,000 a year right now. And I'm currently sort of looking for another position, but not really at the same time. Always open to other job opportunities. How well does YouTube pay? It highly depends on the month. I'd say an average month on YouTube for me is probably around $1,400, $1,500. My channel's really been in the dumps. I'm making a lot less than I normally would this time of year. But that's alright, man. I'm still very fortunate. What's my job? I train hospital employees. There's a huge computer program called Epic. So if you want to like look up my specific kind of job, I'm an Epic trainer. So I teach hospital employees how to use our new hospital system. Where do I work? I work for a large hospital company. I will not say which one. Have you heard of Super Mario Logan? No. Well, Epic Games? No, I don't think I work for Epic Games. Unless you're saying something in reference to Epic Games. Oh, that guy's cheating. Cool. Oh, wait. Oh, he's doing that stuff. There we go. He's doing H-E-double-I. Goodbye. Okay, we might be cheating as well. The immediate triple kill. So basically you're a doctor. No, I train hospital employees. I'm not a doctor. I don't practice medicine. Most money I've gotten from YouTube in 1 month was December of last year. I made just under 4,000. What PC do I have? I have a custom build. You can do exclamation point specs if you want to see my setup. Do you have Forza Horizon 5? No, I won't buy it unless I buy like a full steering wheel setup because I feel like that'd be the most fun way to play it. And I really don't feel like spending $200-300 on a steering wheel setup right now. Rank 40 couldn't even get 30 kills. Yeah, I've got a lot of FPS experience on PC, so I have somewhat of an advantage. Do you have a video on that 10-minute collab? I've never gotten a 10. Oh wait, yeah, there is a video. I don't remember the name of it though. Favorite state? I don't really have one. I've lived in New Jersey all my life, and it's kind of whack here. So I can't really say New Jersey is my favorite state. Do I watch Formula 1? No. Personally play Forza Horizon 5 on keyboard. Not everyone's way, but I have a bias. Yeah, that's fair. I don't think I would not enjoy it, but I think I would have a lot more fun if I had like a full steering wheel setup. I feel like that would be the most fun way to do it. Oh, that's awkward. Do we die here? Almost. Whatever. Do I watch hockey? No, I've only ever been to one hockey game. I went to a Tampa Lightning game 2 years ago. It was really enjoyable. I want to go to another one, but I don't really actively watch hockey. Do you ever see yourself being just a streamer / content creator? I'd love to, man, but unfortunately, my channel is just not in a good position, and I'd have to make a lot more money before I could do just streaming in YouTube. A lot more. Like, I'd have to make $6,000 or $7,000 a month before tax before I could try doing something like YouTube full-time. So I'm very far away from that. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but yeah, I would absolutely love to do YouTube and streaming full-time. How are my parents? They're both doing really good. It's been a much better year for us. Is my ping usually low? I use the PF server browser, so I always join USD servers. So yeah, my ping's usually around like 50 to 70. We're at 56, 58 right now. Would you say gymnastics is a hard sport if you trained it? Of course, gymnastics is a crazy difficult sport. Make a Microsoft Vault account, use $1 a month to figure out if Forza Horizon 5 is a thing. Yeah, I've heard about that. Like I said, I'm not against buying the game. It's just that like racing games have never been a big thing for me. So even if I liked it for a day or two, I don't see myself playing it long term, where spending like $60 or whatever it is on it would be worth it to me. What's a solid gun to level up? Honestly, just focus on having fun, man. The gun you're using will not really impact it that much. You can use, you know, an SMG on Metro or an SMG on like Mirage and still do decent if you can use it well. So, Espiral's older than me? I think he's slightly younger than me. What is optimal sock height? I don't know. I don't know the actual name for it. Do you have a backup major or career if you don't get the one you wanted? My major for college was general studies computer science, so really anything kind of tech related works for me. Why are you using Scarl? Somebody donated for me to use it for a full game, so we're running it. Do you play Rocket League or have you heard of it? I used to be grand champion doubles on Rocket League. I don't find the guns interesting. Almost like every gun is boring. Well, maybe the game's just boring for you then, my man. Not really much I could say about that. I don't think there's any gun that's just going to make you start enjoying the game a lot more, unfortunately. I don't think any of the guns have that kind of wow factor that you might be looking for. Thigh-high socks or ankle-high socks? I guess ankle-high socks for dudes, but thigh-high socks on girls? Sheesh. Oh, no. Do you have any opinions on pet soup? No comment. Have you 1v1 Oscar yet? Yeah, we've done it many of times. We have one off on a video, which was like 1v1ing my fans episode 1 or something, where I 1v1 Oscar. But that one's not really necessarily a great look for a 1v1 against us, because 1v1 something while you're trying to commentate is very difficult. How you doing? Doing pretty good, man. Do you know the Toronto Maple Leafs? I know of them, yeah, but like I said, I don't really watch hockey or anything. What's basically new on PF? Nothing as of late. There's an update every few months, and there has not been one super recently. Any more bolos? I just don't think there's any gun that really sounds like a fun to do it with. Favorite food? Chicken or pizza? Probably my top two. Oh, jeez. What are you doing right there? Hello? Ever had any other girlfriend other than two? No, not really. Nothing that I would actually consider like a real girlfriend. No. Do you like Bojangles? I've never had it. I don't think there's any Bojangles in New Jersey, now that I think about it. What is there to update in PF? Exactly. That's the thing. How do you type on computer on Roblox? You press slash. So right by your right shift key. Right, yeah, right shift. Press slash to start typing. And then you could start typing, I should say. Do you edit your own videos? I do, yeah. I do not make enough off of YouTube, nor is my editing hard enough for me to be willing to pay someone to do it. I wouldn't make a fair enough... Well, actually, no, because editing my videos takes like 25 minutes. Half an hour. I don't see it as worth it for me to pay someone, nor do I think I could pay someone a reasonable amount. Pizza Hut or Domino's? Pizza Hut would be my go-to. Do you have any scars from surgery? Yeah, I've got a lot of scars from surgery. My entire waist is heavily scarred. My entire like waistline is fully scarred. My chest is decently scarred. My belly button has a scar because they have to reattach that during surgery. My upper back has some scarring from my skin removal as well. Have you tried playing other shooting games? Lots of them, yeah. Thoughts on rapper Eminem? Big fan of Eminem. He's someone I listened to a lot growing up. I hate pizza opinions. I don't agree with it, but I can respect it. We do a little sniper action here. Let's try it. We'll try it scout for a bit. Are Adobe apps overpriced? I don't know what the prices are for them, honestly. What do I use that in my videos? Vegas Pro 15 right now, but I might be switching to Premiere. Oscar said he switched and it was really worth it. It's 2 Asian? Yeah. Am I vaccinated? Yeah, I've been fully vaccinated since January of this year. I was one of the earlier people to get it because I work for healthcare. Why did I need the surgery? I got skin removal surgery because I lost a lot of weight and I had a lot of loose skin. There still might be one more surgery I do, but as of now, I'm kind of done with surgeries. Who likes pineapples with pizza? Kind of gross for me, but y'all do what you want. This stream sucks, get better. My fault, OG. I'm sure there's better streamers out there for you to watch. Feel free to go check them out. Okay, we're starting off good. It will not last, I promise. This will go downhill. What sport did I play? I played a lot of baseball growing up, and then I also played some football and some basketball. Oh, that missed? Uh-oh. Oh, no, he's better. Oh, no. We both suck. That's unfortunate. Do you play mobile games or only FPS games? I've played League since Season 1. But League is such an annoying game to play. My god, the community on League is probably the worst gaming community ever. And that's really saying something. There's some pretty crappy communities out there. But League is awful. League is the one game that, like, the people on there actually make me want to not play again. Favorite song from the 2000s? I have no idea. I'd have to think. God, from the 2000s. I don't know. That's a long time ago. I don't really remember many songs from that far ago. Or that long ago. What sport did I play? Like I said, a lot of baseball, some football, some basketball. Advice for getting a girlfriend? I don't know, man. I really can't help you there. Quit playing ranked on League. It's literally because the people that don't know how to play say really bad things. Yeah, the community on League is just awful. It'll make you not want to play so fast. Yeah, I mean, what am I going to be upset about a random dude saying my stream sucks? It's alright. It's not for everyone. Things like that really don't bother me. No reason to let it bother me is how I should say it. You know, I thought that my aim would go downhill a lot faster than it has. Do I know Obama's last name? Nah, man. I don't think anybody does. You hit rank 300 3 days ago? That's awesome, man. Congrats. That's huge. Really big achievement on this game. I don't know if I can wallbang since it's kind of on an angle. Whatever. Out of the years on the internet, I've never seen someone close to the amount of don't play League compared to other games combined. Yeah, League is awful, man. I basically never recommend anyone gets into League. It's soul draining. It is one of the worst experiences you'll ever have playing a game. And it sucks because the game itself is actually really good. It's really fun. But the community is just god-awful. People take that game way too seriously. Been watching you for almost 10 years. Well, I haven't been doing YouTube for 10 years, so that's a little suspicious. I appreciate the support nonetheless, man. Oh, where am I getting shot at from? Come here, meatball. Little GB22 action. Boop. Ah! Okay, that's fair. Scout still your favorite sniper? No. FT300, probably. Oh, I really wanted that kill. That's a body shot? How can I can't even see his body. How is it a body shot? What? When do you think PF2 will happen? PF2 won't happen. They are making Core, which is their next game. Thoughts on the song Lose Yourself by Eminem? Good song. Classic banger. Random 360? Yeah, no luck. My favorite SMG? Probably K7. If you had the ability to, what would you rename Phantom Forces to? Phantom Dudes. Don't ask why. Just Phantom Dudes. Oh my god. Okay, this is where my aim goes downhill. Understood. Thoughts on a Rittenhouse case? I think no matter how you look at the situation, he was in the wrong for being there, and it all could have been avoided. However, the murder charges being dropped, I believe were in the correct... I think the murder charges being dropped were correct. I don't agree that he walked away freely. He should still have not been there. And all of those could have been avoided. I think the situation as a whole sucks, and there was a lot of mistakes made that night. No, I was about to kill so many of your teammates. Thoughts on Ruben Sim? Dude's a meatball. Ruben Sim really needs to just get canceled, get off the internet. Which I hate cancel culture, but he does not seem like a good person whatsoever. I don't think I've ever heard a positive thing about him. I guess get canceled is the wrong thing, but I don't think that he should have a platform. PFCL? Isn't that just another dumb comp league? I don't know, man. I don't know anything about it. Been sub 2 since 60k, but grown almost twice since then, or twice as much since then. Yeah, we've been doing all right, man. Like I said, I very fortunate with all this. Things aren't going how I want them to right now, but it could definitely be much worse. I could be corny. Now, Corny's doing good on YouTube, but Corny also has girls that won't speak to him. So, like, whatever. Hello? Okay. What would you change in adding PF? I really don't have a good answer to that, man. PF is so old with so much in the game. There's too much to really talk about. How to get better at timing? Just practice. Same thing with anything, man. You just have to play a lot. Honey Badger or the K1A? I'm going Honey Badger, personally. What's Core about? Core is going to be Stylus's new FPS game. So just a whole new game that they're making. A decent amount of progress has been made, but there's still a lot more for them to do. So it might be another year or two till the game comes out, unfortunately, but such is life. That guy really tried so hard to kill me. What microphone do I use? I use a Rode Procaster, which goes into a Cloud Lifter, which then goes into a Red Scarlet Solo. But the microphone's name itself is Rode Procaster. Any expectations for Core? A lot of expectations. Not sure when it will happen. If you go back in time, would you do 0 to 100 sooner or later? I think I did it at a really solid time. It was at a point where my channel was still kind of overall on the come up, and the 0 to 100 series really helped me out. So I feel like I did it at a pretty proper time. I don't regret when I did it. I don't think I would change that. There's only 2 people working on Core. That's not fully true. But yeah, for the most part, it's just Axis and Lido, to my understanding. And I think Raspy may be assisting every now and then. But for the most part, just Axis and Lido. Nice little headshot feed. Will be the server change soon? Yeah, depending on what the next map is, I'll swap servers. Oh, dear God. Do you think that Core would kill PF? No, no chance. PF 100 to 200? No. It would take way too long. You don't unlock that many guns. I don't have the time to play the game that much, nor do I want to play the game that much. I shot way over their head. Literally every shot there. That was bad. Raspy mentioned that progress for Core would skyrocket in December in that Stylus Discord. I don't know why in December. Maybe they're just going to do a hard focus on it, or maybe one of the developers is freeing up a lot of time. But I am extremely excited for Core. All of my criticisms about Stylus and Phantom Forces aside, they made an awesome game. And they are, without a doubt, still one of the top development groups on Roblox. Hands down. As far as, like, FPS games go. So there's a ton of expectations for Core. I expect nothing but perfection from them, truthfully. And of course there's going to be mistakes, and that's way too high of an expectation to hold, but when they've made a game as good as PF, it's hard not to expect a lot. Do you play a lot of strategic games? No, not really. Live the life of gaming/YouTube or athletic and become a pro at a sport? Probably gaming/YouTube. There's a lot more privacy involved in that. So these maps are kind of whack. So here, we'll swap servers. We'll try to get some new people in. You know, there's definitely a lot more privacy when it comes to, like, a gaming career rather than being pro at a sport. How bad is my eyesight? Terrible. I'll be going to get my eyes checked out relatively soon. And I'll find out where my prescription is, because a lot of people ask me. Are there any really popular Roblox games that were made by a single person? I truthfully don't know. I honestly don't know off the top of my head. There might have been, but beats me. I'm going to join a server that has 5 people, so you guys can come flood in. I hope these guys aren't doing anything special, because we're ruining it for them. Thoughts on E-Gun? It's kind of cool. Do I remember you? Not necessarily off the top of my head. What's up, Godstatus? What's up, Shockwave? Yo, Kepler. By chance, do you know your working schedule for next month? Oh, there's a lot of... Oh, never mind. I was going to say there's a lot of AFK people. Forgot you guys are following me in. That's awkward. Kepler, do you know your working schedule next month? Do you sometimes play Arsenal? Not really. I don't find Arsenal to be that fun. I don't do 1v1s anymore, man. PF on console? Kind of gross. I don't know how I killed him. Oscar Godstatus IRL meetup. Oscar lives in Sweden. I'm in the United States. So me meeting up with Oscar, kind of far-fetched. Not impossible. Maybe it'll happen one day, but not anytime soon. What games do you still regularly play outside of PF? Valorant, Rust, for the most part. Do you talk to Silent nowadays? Occasionally, yeah. I'm still in, like, the Paradox private Discord and everything. So I still have connections with all the Paradox dudes. God says raided the farm server. I might have actually, yeah. What's my KD on this account? Not that high. Like a 4 right now. Address reveal? I don't think I'll be giving out my address anytime soon. Well, never, actually. A little bit. I know Disney will be Sunday to Tuesday and CBS are the days after that. Oh, wait. Are you working at You're working at Disney now as well, Cap? You picked up the second employment? What characters do I use in Valorant? Mostly Reyna, Omen are probably my most played. Kep, we will be at Universal Studios December 29th. I don't know what you're doing that day, but there is a chance I get to come meet you, Kep. Which I'd be down to do. I'd be okay with that. Foot reveal? Nah, bro. I once made a joke that I'd sell feet pics for $250, and I'm sticking to that price because people paid it. I don't do 1v1s anymore, my man. So you're just kind of wasting your time typing that all the time. Foot reveal? No. Like I said, 250 bucks for the feet. Keyboard reveal? I mean, I can show it real quick. Give me a second. Next time I die, I'll show it if I remember to. Kind of have no memory nowadays. Was Chris is richer than Jeffrey Bezos? Jeffrey Basington, maybe. What keyboard? I have a Ducky 1.2 RGB TKL. Favorite R? G36. Do I play GTA? Nah. Valorant rank? Diamond 1 right now, but I'm usually like Diamond 3 to Immortal when I actively play. What mouse? Logitech G Pro wireless. I was gonna wait until I die to show my keyboard, but it seems like my team is absolutely running through them right now. So... There you go. Favorite shotgun? I hate all shotguns. Might buy one of your feet pics and frame it on my wall. That'd be the worst $250 you've ever spent. Can I link my keyboard? I guess I could, yeah. If you just look up Ducky 1.2, it's like one of the most popular keyboards. I'm sure you could find it right away. But I have the RGB TKL, so it doesn't have a numpad. Nice keyboard, thank you. Chris skill reveal? What does that even mean? How do I even respond to that? Oh, dear God. Am I into airsoft? Not really. I wanted to get into it into the past, but never really did. Do I invest in stocks? Currently, no. My money's too tied up to be throwing it at the stock market. That will be something I look into in the future, but as of right now, I have other more important things right now. I have like an active 401k and things like that and whatnot, but not currently like privately investing into stocks. How's life, man? Not too shabby. Am I a sneakerhead? No, not at all. I wear like the same 2 pairs of shoes all the time. How much is my gaming setup? Like everything? Are you including like all the streaming stuff and whatnot? Like $4,000 or $5,000. Just finished Squid Game? Nice. How'd you enjoy it, man? Or how did you like it, I should say. I personally really liked it. December 29th, Universal. I shall keep note of that. If we go, we got to go on the new Velocicoaster. There's a Velocicoaster? I think 2 was telling me about that. Kep, you don't have to actually come to Universal. I'm just saying that I will be in your general area that day. Do I like to ignore you? There's a lot of other people talking, my man. When is face and voice reveal? 500k subs. We'll do a face and voice reveal. Favorite sniper? Probably the FT300 right now. You finally got a 3080 Ti? Lucky you. Congratulations. Corny Godstatus meetup? I'll actually be like half an hour from Corny when I go down there in December. So I might actually go appear on a Corny stream. You're gonna go, Chris. See you later. See you later, man. There is a chance that I make a guest appearance on a Corny live stream. A real chance. I don't want to be at work today. Help. Mr. Urchin, I go back to work Monday after having 9 days off, so I feel your pain. I don't want to be going back either. Throw off my entire... What? How did you even manage to do that? Can I meet up with you at Universal? If you spot me, you're welcome to say hi. However, I don't think I'll be doing any real planned meetups. Thoughts on NFTs? They're stupid. Absolutely dumb. NFTs, to my understanding, which nobody's been able to necessarily prove wrong, you are buying the token. You're not actually buying the piece of work. Therefore, they are essentially useless, in my opinion. Do you think the MP5K is overrated? I have never seen somebody say the MP5K was considered a really good gun, so not necessarily, no. Yeah, I have 1,300 screenshots of your monkey NFTs. I don't care. Have I been recognized in public? No, never. Will you ever make an OnlyFans? I don't think that would be good for my Roblox career, truthfully. Mall, laboratory, Castle Keep? I'll go Castle Keep. Type 88, what the hell is the setup? Whatever, we'll try it. How are you? Doing alright, Zergus. Doing alright. Godstatus cooking channel? Dude, I suck at cooking, and I really need to get better. Like, that's an actual, like, issue that I need to handle in my life. Am I wearing socks? Currently, no. Would I ever go to Mars once it becomes available? I don't think it'll be available in my lifetime. When's my birthday? August 20th. Yeah, my parents are doing really good. Can you put music on? There is actually music, it's just extremely quiet. It's hard to balance music's volume. Do I have any pets? I have 3 dogs, yeah. Mommy Chris, why do you say these things? Why do you spawn 2 feet in front of me? What music do I like in artists? Mostly rap, hip-hop. Listen to a fair bit of Post Malone. Some King Von, some... Honestly, a lot of everything. I think about it. Most, like, generic rap, hip-hop I usually listen to. Ever record an Apex Legends or Rocket League video? If I was playing them actively, maybe, but... God says favorite secondary? Tech 9. Will I ever do vlogs? My life's not fun enough to do vlogs. Like, I really don't do anything. I work and play games. That's really all I do right now. Why did I stop Twitch? Most of my viewers didn't know that I was streaming. That was kind of annoying. Do I use a name trainer? No. Have you ever played Squad/Arma? Yeah, I've played both. I've got like 200 hours on Arma. Arma was really fun, but it's not something I'm really into nowadays. But when I did play it, I thought it was pretty fun. Please, I'm going for it. Oh, I thought that fall would kill me. Favorite site in PF? Probably Coyote or Reflex, the generics. How are your thoughts about the Asval being nerfed? It's long overdue. I'm happy the Asval's finally getting nerfed. It's needed it for a long time. Do you like death metal? Not really. Why do you pick YouTube streaming over Twitch? My audience is on YouTube. Oh, god damn it. I got into King of the Hill piloting. I used to really play King of the Hill all the time. That was like my main thing I played on Arma. I found that to be the most fun. You have a girlfriend? Yeah. Nope. Have we ever tried Tower Defense Simulator? I've played it a decent bit, I think. If it's the one that I'm thinking of, I've played one of the Tower Defense games a decent bit. I have played Black Hawk Rescue Mission 5, yeah. Yep. Though recoil of versatile weapons, a lot of them. C782, Scar L, Scar H, Asval's low recoil versatile. Trying to think off the top of my head. I always blank when people ask me about them, but yeah. You should make a vlog channel. Like I said, man, I don't do anything fun in my days. I literally play games or I go to work. Oh my god. Okay. Do you like Corny or Oscar more? I'm closer friends with Oscar. Do you think Oscar's a buffoon? Oh, 100%. How did you do in school? Terrible. I almost failed high school a few times. And I barely passed college as well. I'm not a school person. Do I recommend my keyboard? I personally really like it, yeah. Do you ever want to travel the world if you could ever afford it? I'm not a huge travel person. I don't know. I've never really solo traveled, but like if my girlfriend wants to go places, I'm not against a lot of areas. Like my girlfriend really wants to go to South Korea one day, which I had a friend who went to college in South Korea for a few semesters and he absolutely loved it. Said it was awesome. So I'd really like to try out South Korea. I've only really heard positive things about it. But outside of that, I don't really know. I've never been a big traveling person. Do you think Oscar's annoying? No. I know Oscar on a personal level, not like YouTube Oscar, so. Not a school person, yet teaches people. Training people how to do a job versus teaches. So here's the thing about training hospital employees versus school. People don't want to be in school for the most part. Nobody wants to learn about certain topics. When you're at work, it's your job. You're being paid to be there. It's a lot easier to stomach schooling when you're being paid to be there. My wallpaper for my PC, it's just some random picture I saw on Reddit. How's my life? It's alright, man. No complaints. How to get a girlfriend? I don't know. Go to North Korea. Yeah, put that on the bucket list. When's the last time you've talked to Oscar? I talk to Oscar probably every day. He's in like my close friends server where I talk to all my friends. So probably like every day I talk to Oscar. You've been over half states of the United States. Nice. Doing like traveling in the United States, I'd be up to doing. Other countries, I'm a little iffy about. Just because I'm not really comfortable with it. Because I've never really traveled. I've never been out of country, so. Can I bomb your house? I'd rather you didn't. Do you watch anime? Not really. The only anime I've watched recently, like in the past few years, is Demon Slayer that's on Netflix. And that's because my girlfriend asked me to watch it with her. But outside of that, yeah, no, haven't really watched much anime. PF should add rocket launchers? No, I would quit immediately if they did. Do you have an Oculus? I don't, no. I'm not really big into VR. What job would you be doing right now if it's not YouTube? What you're doing now? I'm actually trying to become an application analyst for my job. I don't think I'll get the job. I just applied for it, but I don't expect to get it. I don't even expect to get an interview, truthfully. I just sent out an application for the hell of it. But that's something I'd like to do. Working more on the back end, you work from home. Much more of like a structural kind of employee. I've watched all of Death Note. That's one of the few animes that I've actually seen. It's bad that you kiss a homie goodnight. I'd be upset if you didn't kiss your homies goodnight. If there's one thing that you wish for right now, I'd like to be able to buy a house in Florida. That's my current goal. What job do I have? I train hospital employees. What mouse do I use? I have a G Pro wireless. It's probably my favorite mouse that I've had so far. Truthfully, any Logitech mouse that I've had has been overall really good. Change up guns. Run the Honey Badger for a bit. The best gun in Phantom Force's history? I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, I would like to get better at cooking. It's just for some reason I never motivate myself to do it. But I do need to learn how to cook. Also, all my YouTube friends from 1 to 10. I don't really have many YouTube friends. I guess there's like Oscar, Corny, Synthesize OG, Poke. Outside of that, there's not really any YouTubers that I really talk to. Oh, that poor guy hit markered it. I'm sorry, man. Have I been working out recently? No, but I have gotten back into tracking my calories. I really need to lose weight, so I will be getting back into working out soon. And that's a promise. Favorite movie? Parasite. Parasite is by far my favorite movie of recent memory. I also saw Dune recently, which I thought that was fantastic. My headset brand? I have an Audio-Technica ATH M50X. Where do I see myself in 10 years? That's a hard question, man. A lot of things in my life right now are kind of situational. Like, YouTube could somehow take off. Like, I could switch games and YouTube could take off. I could find a better paying job. I don't know, man. My plan is hopefully in 10 years be married to my girlfriend, living in Florida, you know, building a life for myself, but I don't know. Dune is so good. Did you read the book? I did not, no. But my mom wanted to see the movie, so I took her to go see it. It was really good. Can you do a video where you make good guns bad? It's not really anything you could do, and honestly, it'd be really generic of a thing to do. Because all you're really doing is just adding dumb attachments that's been done in like every other meme setup video. Where did I get my name? I answered it before when you first asked it. I took it from my cousin many, many years ago. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Dream car? C8 Corvette, Nissan GTR, Audi R8. What happened to Sin? Just, I don't think he has any interest in YouTube anymore. Living up his normal life. He was doing college. I don't really know what he's up to nowadays. You know Dune's from the 60s? Yeah, it was originally rated one of the worst movies ever. What's my PC setup? You can do exclamation point specs and you'll be able to see. Ever played Fortnite? I did a decent bit when it was first coming out. Fortnite's just not my type of game anymore. I don't like the whole building aspect, which is a huge part of Fortnite. I much more prefer just normal aim games, which even that I'm not the best at, but that's just my style more. Building is just not something I could get good at. I tried and never really got anywhere with it. I'm sure I could get good at it if I really sat down and tried, but yeah. For a PF map, Desert Storm, 100%. Nathan, I highly recommend anything Audio-Technica, man. I've had this, this is actually my second pair of M50Xs from them, and I only bought a second pair because my old one just got worn out. Like, the leather was falling off of it and everything after like 5 years of extreme use. So Audio-Technica is without a doubt my favorite brand of headphones. I don't really ever plan on switching. Do you play Tower Defense Simulator? If that's what you're asking, no. I've played it before, but I don't currently play it. Do I play Call of Duty? Not anymore, no. Can you stream Valorant tomorrow? No promises. Tomorrow's my last day before I have to go back to work, which I'm really not happy about, but we'll see. What happened to Sin? Like I said, not too sure. He was, you know, going to college and whatnot. He had a job. I don't know what he's doing now. I haven't really talked so much. Did we blow the hell out of you for it? That too, yeah, but it was pretty bad. What do you think the FT300 personally? I really like it. My favorite sniper right now. What gun do I use the most? G36, 120,000 kills on it. What are the games do I play? For the most part, Valorant, Rust, RuneScape. Thankfully, I didn't cook that grenade, or else I'd be dead. Thoughts on Cold Duty Cold War? I didn't really care for it. I bought it, played zombies a tiny bit, played multiplayer a very little bit. Not my biggest thing. Oh no. That guy's like one hit. Dogs or cats? Dogs. Yo, you like anime? Not really. It's not my pick, but I have watched some. But it's not like something I actively go out of my way to watch. What state did I want to be born in? I don't really care, truthfully. I don't really play any racing games. Never been big into them. Favorite Marvel movie? Probably the first Iron Man. I don't know why I really like that one. And then also Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was a really good movie. It was a little cringy at times, but I found it pretty good overall. Do I watch Marvel movies? Yeah, watch basically all of them. Do I like Rust? I really enjoyed Rust. I just wish I had a consistent good team to play with. Unfortunately, the people that I was playing with pretty often now don't really play. So if I could find a really good team to play with, I would play a lot more often, but unfortunately, that's really difficult to do. If you don't have like 2,000 hours in the game, nobody even wants to talk to you. It's kind of AIDS. Seen the new Hawkeye series? I've not, no. I am a fan of Marvel. Yep. The best gun in PF? Still probably the RPK-12. You can hyper burst it with a macro and it has like no recoil. Jeez, a little bit of lag there. Battlefield 2042 is really good. It's alright, man. Granted, I've never been a big Battlefield fan, but it has a lot of work that needs to be done. A lot of things need to be balanced. What's the game you want to play for a channel? I would love to make Rust videos, man. I think Rust would be something that I would absolutely love to make videos on, but unfortunately, it's just really difficult. It takes a lot of time, and I need a team to play with to actually have it really fun. Do I still enjoy PF? To an extent, yeah. Thoughts on Vanguard? I won't be buying it. The game looks really bad. I'm dead. That's unfortunate. Rust with Oscar? Oscar doesn't play Rust. Ooh. Was that an enemy? No, that was my teammate. Okay. How old am I? I'm 22. What's a game that you would recommend to play? If you like competitive FPSs, CSGO, Valorant. If you like really long grind games, RuneScape's definitely a top one. I don't know. What do you find good in Rust? I just like that every wipe's a new story to things. It's not constantly repetitive. Like it is in a sense, but you're always playing against different people. You're always playing against different strategies. There's always something different to do on Rust. Unfortunately, there's levels to this whole YouTube and streaming stuff, and I am far below Spoon Kid and Blueprint. I would pay money to play with Spoon Kid. I think he's hilarious. But like I said, there's levels to it, and I'm not on Spoon Kid's level. Have you seen what Oscar looks like? Yeah. Relax, bud. Can we stop making video if PF dies? Not necessarily. I don't have any plans to quit YouTube. It's just, how do I keep my channel alive? Even that's a struggle right now. What's Rust? Rust is a survival PvP kind of game. I'm working on new merch for the holidays? No, I've never really had merch. What's the song playing right now? Just Do It by Houses on the Hill. Weapon that doesn't have a lot of recoil, does a lot of damage. Beowulf 556. Beowulf ECR with 556 ammo, C7A2. AKM's not crazy recoil. Scar H. Things like that. Did I play TF2? No. Alright, boys. That's probably going to wrap up stream. It's been a little under 2 hours. My voice is getting kind of tired right now. Rust kind of like APOC 2? Yeah, but a lot better. A lot better. Have you ever met up with any YouTubers or people IRL? I met up with one of my online friends, Dylan, in July of this year. I met up with him for the first time ever when I was visiting my girlfriend. Just showing what? I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna go just hang out and relax for a little bit. I'm pretty hungry as well. So you guys have a wonderful night. I will probably, like I said, stream again tomorrow. Maybe. Depends on what I feel like doing, honestly. But maybe we stream again tomorrow. But thank you guys all so much for being here. Appreciate you guys. You guys all have a wonderful rest of your night. Stay safe.